Very good morning. This is Dr. M. Pachena, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Advanced RF Microwave Wireless Communication Laboratory, Center of Excellence, Vignan Foundation for Science, Technology and Research, deemed to University, Andhra Pradesh, India. Today I am going to give the lectures about magnetostatic field, the unit number 2 from electromagnetic wave and transmission lines. So before going for this unit number 2, just I am going to give the introduction about the magnetostatic field. So what are the topic we are going to study in the magnetostatic field? If you look at over there, here magnetostatic field, first I am going to give the introduction about the magnetostatic field. I am going to give the comparison about the electrostatic field. I hope that everybody studied in that unit number 1 electrostatic field, how the charge is static, how the charge is with stationary conditions. The second topic I am going to use the Biot-Savart laws. And the third topic I am going to use Ampere circuit laws. The topic number 4 I am going to take magnetic flux and magnetic flux density. The topic number 5 I am going to use scalar and vector magnetic potential. The topic number 6 I am going to use nature of magnetic materials. There is a different type of magnetic materials in support for magnetic properties. Topic number 7, magnetization and permeability. The topic number 8, I am going to take for magnetic boundary conditions. The topic number 9, I am going to use potential energy and forces of magnetic materials. The last topic of this unit, self-inductance and mutual inductance. So total 10 topic I am going to cover in this unit, magnetostatic field. So before going for magnetostatic field, just I am going to give that the overall, the picture, the graphical representation of the magnetostatic field. The magnetostatic field, if the fundamental of the magnetic properties, how the charge is moving with constant velocity. But if you go to electrostatic field, the charges are stationary conditions. Here magnetostatic field, the charges are moving with constant velocities. So that how can verify the magnetostatic field with the help of the Biot-Savart laws? If you go to electrostatic field, we can verify with the help of the Coulomb's law and then Gauss law. Here we are going to use for Biot-Savart law and then here going to go for Ampere circuit law. Here the Gauss law for magnetic field, which in Ampere circuit law we are going to use here. We can Biot-Savart law and the Ampere circuit law, we can confirm that we can verify the magnetic properties. And also we are going to study the how that magnetic vector potential is forming. You know already fundamental about the scalar and vector. Scalar we can call as a magnitude, vector means both magnitude and directions. Here how the magnetic field is moving with the different directions, so we can use some vector representations. In the turn we are going to use for how the magnetization is occur, because due to magnetization only the magnetic field is happen, the current will be flowing. Here also we are going to study the magnetic vector potential, both scalar and vector potential. And also from the magnetostatic field we are going to study about the Ampere's law. So it will be one of the Maxwell equations. And also we are going to finally study the self-inductance and the mutual inductance. It's very amazing one things. If you know the fundamental about the magnetostatic field, we can easily to understand about the how the magnetic properties occur. You have to compare with the electrostatic property, how the magnetic properties occur. Combinedly we can call this a electromagnetic waves. So in this unit number 2, magnetostatic field, we are going to focus the main 2 laws. One is the Biot-Savart laws and applications. And next one we are going to go for Ampere circuit law and applications. And the next one we are going to go for the how the scalar and magnetic potential. And we are going to check the how the magnetic potential in the different boundary conditions like electrostatic field. In the electrostatic field also we studied the boundary conditions. Here also we are going to study the boundary condition for magnetostatic field. And then finally we are going to take for only self-inductance and the mutual inductance. So these are things topic we are going to cover in that unit number 2. Now I am going to give the in-depth of the magnetostatic field. So look out over there. If you look at the magnetostatic field also called as a steady magnetic field. The people called the magnetostatic field is also called as steady magnetic field. If you look at the electrostatic field, the electrostatic field due to that steady or stationary charges. The charge or rest conditions, electrostatic field. But if you are going to go for magnetostatic field, the magnetostatic field, the charges are moving with constant velocity. The charges are moving with constant velocity. So we can call it a steady current. Otherwise we can call it a steady magnetic field. Otherwise we can call it a direct currents. The charges are moving with constant velocity. So we can call this a magnetostatic field. But if you go to the electrostatic field, the charges are rest conditions. Normally the charge means bundle of energy, we can call this a charge. How can represent the charge? Normally we are speaking about the charge, the bundle of energy is called charge. The moment of charge we can call this a electrons. The movement of electron we can call this a current. This is a generally we are going to represent. The flow of electron is called current. The flow of electron is called current. The flow of electron means the bundle of energy. We are going to apply some force only, the charge is moving. Due to the charge only, it will create the electric field. Due to the electric field, magnetic will be occurring. Due to the magnetic field, current will be there. This is a fundamental about the how the electrostatic field and the magnetostatic field. Our subject is the electromagnetic field. Why the people call electromagnetic field? Already we are discussed introduction about the unit number 1, electromagnetic waves. Both electric waves and magnetic waves we can call as electromagnetic waves. Both electric waves and magnetic waves perpendicular to each other. With respect to time varying constant, we can call as electromagnetic waves. The electric and the magnetic combinedly we can call as electromagnetic waves with respect to time variation. For electrostatic field, their charges are steady conditions, stationary charges, there is no time variations. The magnetostatic field also, the charges are moved with constant velocity, but there is no time variation. One time variation occur only, the electromagnetic waves will be there. Otherwise, we can say only electric field or magnetic field vectors. Electric field component vector or magnetic field component vectors. Electromagnetic waves mean both electric field and the magnetic field with the time varying constant we can call as electromagnetic waves. So where we are going to use, presently we are using for electromagnetic waves in our regular life, communication, wireless communication, radar systems, satellites communication, everything will come under the single umbrella RF spectrums. Spectrum and group of frequencies. So from 3 kHz to up to 300 GHz on the RF spectrum, we can call as electromagnetic waves. We can call as electromagnetic waves. After 300 GHz, we can call this optical spectrum. Light spectrum we can call as terahertz frequencies. Here we are going to use for gigahertz frequencies. So now I am going to go for the magnetostatic field. Look at over there. The charge moving with constant velocities. Look at over there, the charge moving with a constant velocity, constant current or direct current. It's carrying some wires. Current carrying wires, we can call this a magnetostatic field. We can call this a magnetostatic field. So we can also call this a permanent magnet. So because permanent magnet, there is a two polarities, we can call this a north pole and south pole. Wherever the north pole will be there, south pole will be attract. South pole and north pole will be attract to each other. The magnetic field will be moving along the path. So we can call this the current carrying conducting wires, we can call this a permanent magnets. And the magnetization occur due to the permanent magnet because the current will be carrying. The electron beams also will be carrying the vacuum, electron vacuums. So these are the way we can represent our magnetostatic field. Simply we can say the magnetostatic field, the charges are moving with constant velocity or steady magnetic field. Constant velocity means constant with respect to time. So we can represent as a direct current. So we can represent as a direct currents. And also this magnetostatic field happen the permanent magnet, and also will be occur in the current carrying conducting wires, and also happen the, we can say, electrical wires. Now I am going to use that. So what are the laws? If you go to any system, there is a loss will be there. That will become later. Again I am repeating. So due to the charge moving with a constant velocity and steady magnetic field, and also current conducting carrying wires, we can call as a magnetostatic fields. And also we can call as a steady magnetic field. So this will be produce the steady magnetic field with the constant with the time. Produce steady magnetic field with the constant time. So we can also call as a steady magnetic field. So the steady magnetic field we can call as a magnetostatic field. The steady magnetic field, how can describe, how can analyze whether steady magnet will be properly occur or not? How can say? With the help of the two fundamental laws in the magnetostatic field. One is a Biot-Savart law, next one is a Ampere circuit laws. If you go to electrostatic field, there is a, we can call this a Coulomb's law, replacement of this one, Biot-Savart law. If you go to that electrostatic field, there is a Gauss law, replacement of this Ampere circuit laws. The electrostatic field we can call this a Coulomb's law. The magnetostatic field we can call this a Biot-Savart law. So we can call this a, the general we can call any current distributions. We can say any current distributions. The current will be distributed anywhere. Any current distribution we can call as a, we can call Biot-Savart law, and the Coulomb's law will become fall on the any current distributions. But a symmetrically current distribution on the particular medium, particular conducting wires, carrying wires, so we can call symmetrically will be distributed. The symmetric distribution happen only the Ampere circuit law and then Gauss laws. Who invented these laws? The Biot-Savart law invented by Biot and then Savart. Both the scientists are mathematician people. They invented Biot-Savart laws. And the Ampere circuit law invented by André-Marie Ampere. So both Biot-Savart law and the Ampere law we can also call as a Maxwell equations. Already we know that Maxwell equation will be derived how the electromagnetic waves will be travel in the free space, how the transmitting medium and the receiving medium will be coupled to each other with the help of the Maxwell equations. Maxwell only derived and proved that the signal will be travel through the free space medium and also will be coupled by receiver unit with a current will be distributed in the free space also. With the help of these laws, Biot-Savart laws, Coulomb's laws, Ampere circuit law, Gauss law, the modified Ampere circuit law we can call as a, all the things we can call as a Maxwell equations. What the main motto about the Maxwell equation? Wherever the electric field will be, there is a magnetic field. Wherever the magnetic field is there, there is a electric field. This is a main attention. We have to know any conducting medium, we are going to apply some voltage, there is electric field. Wherever the electric field will be there, there is a magnetic field. Wherever the magnetic field will be there, there is a electric field. So that will be derived with the help of these four laws. Confirmed that this signal, this property will be taking in the free space waves. Here I am given one example for this magnetostatic field. Look at over there, there is a current in wire. Here loop of the wire, here solenoid, here bar magnet and earth. So earth also we can call as a magnetostatic field. So here if you look at there is a current conducting wire. So according to right hand thumb rule, the current is moving this side, thumb side. The magnetic field component will be rotating this side. The magnetic field component will be rotating this side. So the direction of magnetic field, there is a magnetic field intensity. I will tell you that what are the parameters terminology we are going to use the magnetostatic field. The magnetic field intensity will move in this sides. The current will move in this sides. So this is a current carrying wire. And also we can call this a loop of the wire. So any conducting around that coil, there is a magnetic field intensity will be there. And also solenoid. So there also solenoid, there also around that solenoid there is a magnetic field intensity will be there. And bar magnet, there is a north pole, there is a south pole will be attached to each others. Delta dB is equal to 0 we are going to study. And also earth. So earth acts as a magnetic field components. So these are the example for the magnetostatic field. So already understand so far that magnetostatic field, very simply we can say the magnetostatic field, the charges are moving with a constant velocity or steady magnetic field or direct current, we can call it a magnetostatic field. Now detail I am going to give the electromagnetics, what is with charge, already I told. Again we will just I will give the outline about the what is electromagnetic waves. Normally the base of the electromagnetic waves we can call it a charge. The bundle of energy we can call it a charge. Charge maybe we can call it a rest condition or motion conditions. Charge we can call it a rest condition, motion conditions. In charge or rest conditions, there is no time variation, it is called as electrostatics. The charge or rest condition, there is no time variation, it is called as electrostatics. The charges are not moving, it is a rest conditions. There is no time variations. That's we can call as electrostatics. Here magnetostatic only we are taking. The charges are moving with constant velocity or steady motion, but also there is no time variation. There is no time variation, but it will be moving with steady motions. We can call it magnetostatics. Now, what is the electromagnetic waves? The electromagnetic waves we can call it both electrostatic and magnetostatics. Both electrostatic and magnetostatics we can call it electromagnetic waves or electrodynamics. Here one thing is there is a time varying. There is a time varying motion. There is a time varying motion. The charges are time varying motion. We can call it electromagnetic waves or electrodynamics. So we can say the waves propagated here. Our subject is electromagnetics waves. The waves are moving, propagated. The waves are moving, propagated with a time variation motion. With a time varying motion. With a time varying motion, the charges are moving. Here electric field they say this will be magnetic field. Both electric field and magnetic field perpendicular to each other. The waves are moving with a time variation. Waves mean moving with a constant velocity, moving with a time varying motion. We can call this waves. So both electric field and then magnetic field. It's called as electromagnetic waves. That's only given. I already told about the Maxwell equations. Maxwell will be proved that electric field and magnetic field with the time variation will get the waves. So Maxwell only proved that electric field is there, magnetic field will be there. So both electric field and magnetic field with both are in time varying motion, we can call this a waves. So that's only given. The electrostatics we can call this a E field. The magnetostatics we can call this H field. The electromagnetic waves we can call this E and H field. Both E and H field coupled we can call this electromagnetic waves. Simply we can say here, that's only given here. E field means electrostatic field. We can say voltage, electric field, voltage. H will magnetic field, current. If both electric field, magnetic field coupled, we can call this a electromagnetic waves. Here there is no time variation. Dou by dou t is equal to 0. With respect to time, there is no time variation equal to 0. But here there is no time variation. There is a time variation, so we can call this waves. It's electromagnetic waves. Also we can call this here the electromagnetic wave circuit theories. We can say, we can divide, we can say. So dimension always will be less than the wavelength lambda. We can define. So what I am focusing this one, you can understand that from a charge, how the charge will be rest condition, motion condition. The rest condition, there is no electric field, magnetic field, will be movement. But if in motion condition only, there is electromagnetic waves occurs. Simply we can say the dou by dou t is equal to 0. We can call say both the electric field and magnetic field with respect to time equal to 0. But with respect to there is a time variation, we can call this here the time varying motion, we can call as electromagnetic waves. So this is a fundamental about the charge, electrostatic, magnetostatic and the electromagnetic waves. We can call as electrodynamics. With the help of the Maxwell equation I derived. Now I am going to define the magnetostatic field, the field quantities. If you go to electrostatic field, there is a field quantities. That's only here, look out over there. The field quantity only define the what is the electric field, what is the magnetic field, what is the electric field intensity, what is the magnetic field intensity. Likewise, you can go for the field quantity of the both the electric field and the magnetic field. The electric field intensity of electric field we can define E, volt per meter. For electric flux density, D, coulomb per meter square. For magnetostatic field, the magnetic flux density we can call this a B, we can call this a Tesla, we can Weber per meter square. The magnetic field intensity we can call as a H, ampere per meters. The field intensity we can call as a the strength of the electric field, the strength of the magnetic fields. We can say the energy level of the electric field, the energy level of the magnetic field, in terms of the electric field, in terms of the magnetic field, it's called intensity. That's only here electrostatic field. If you go to electromagnetic waves, E and D, magnetostatic field, B and H. Now I am going to take for that both the electric field and magnetic field, the electromagnetic waves, the free space propagations. The free space propagation, the perfect vacuum, we have to consider what is the velocity of the lights. So we can know what is the velocity of the light in the free space, 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Here have to consider while we are going to take the electric field and magnetic field, E or D, B or H, we can we have to take the account of the velocity of the light. Apart from that, we can take the permittivity of the free space and permittivity of the free space. We can take here what is the permittivity and the permeabilities. Permittivity and then permeability. Permittivity we can say epsilon, the free space value. Permeability we can call mu, free space values. So we can say permittivity, amount of electric energy stored. Permittivity means epsilon, amount of electric energy stored. Permittivity, amount of magnetic energy stored. Permittivity means amount of electric energy stored. Permittivity means amount of magnetic energy stored. So we can say 8.854 and 10 power minus 12. And then we can say permittivity of free space 4 by 10 power minus 7. So these permittivity value, permeability value, we can take the account of the while we are going to go for any wave propagations. While we are going to take for any wave propagation, we can take the account of the permittivity value and the permeability value. So that I am going to give some relationship between the D and E, B and H. So everything directly proportional. So the velocity of the light we can go for 1 by root of mu naught in epsilon, because the free space there is a permittivity value, permeability value. While taking transmission, there is a mobile phone, another mobile phone is there, we are going to take in transmission the free space value, the free space there is a permittivity and permeability value. So we can take account of the permittivity value along with the velocity of the light. And also D, we can call this, I already told, electric flux density, your electric field intensity E. So D is equal to epsilon naught E, and B is equal to magnetic flux density, H is equal to magnetic field intensity, so B is equal to mu naught H. So these relations you have to justify while we are going to take in the wave propagation the free space mediums. Now just I am going to give the application about the magnetostatic field, because this is a topic we are going to, so far we are discussed about the magnetostatic field. We have to know the magnetostatic field applications. Then mainly we can say the magnetostatic field, we can say wherever the magnetostatic field there is electric currents, it's a magnetostatic field generated by electric currents. The current is moving with wire, solenoid, iron core solenoid, bar magnet, magnetic materials, we can say. So surely there is a conducting wire, through the conducting wire only the current is moving, electric current is moving. Surely the current is in magnetic field. So these we can say, these are applications, we can say. If you take any conducting wires, surely the magnetic field will be there, the current is moving the mediums. So another way, suppose the magnetic field can be described, how can described? Can be described by the magnetic field plot. The magnetic field plots in terms of the base source. What are the basic source we are going to use? We want to plot the magnetic field by using some basic source, electric current, with the help of the Ampere's law, Biot-Savart law and Maxwell equation, we can plot the magnetic field. And also we can say this magnetic field involves the magnetic field involves interaction of the moving charge. The interaction of the moving charge, the magnetic field will be involves the interaction of the moving charge. So maybe we can call this the independent charge, we can say independent charge, we can say independent charge. So independent charge we can call this a cyclotron, mass spectrometer, tokamak, magnetohydrodynamics, we can say it's independent charges. Suppose the current is in conductor, surely field transformer, electrical motor, galvanometer, voltmeter, ammeter, loudspeaker, we can call say the current is conductor. The current is the conducting mediums. If the charges are moving with the field, surely we can say the Faraday's law. The Faraday's law will be help of the generator, microphone, tape head. We can say the charges are moving with the conductor in the field. So another say the magnetic field can be defined from Lorentz force law. We can see all the description, all the justification we will see in this unit. Lorentz force law, we can say magnetic force. Because of this one will lead everything, the charge is moving. So what is the outline about the magnetic field and the application means? This magnetostatic field involve electrical wire conducting mediums, transformers, generators, we can solenoid, we can call this a bar magnets. Wherever the electrical conducting wire will be there, we can call this a magnetostatic field will be there. So there is a transformer, we can call as a electrical motors, all conducting wires we can define. One thing we can know wherever the electric field, there is a magnetic field will be there. The unit 1 we are going to discuss only electrostatic field, but here magnetostatic field only we are going to discuss. The unit number 3 only we are going to discuss about both the electric field and magnetic field combined. We can call say waves. With the help of the Maxwell equation we can define electromagnetic waves with respect to time varying conditions. Now I am going to give the conclusion about the introduction about the magnetostatic field. So far in the introduction topic we discussed about what is a magnetostatic field, so how the magnetostat will be occur. So we can know what are the losses will be supported for this magnetostatic field. How can define the magnetostatic field with the help of the Biot-Savart law and the Ampere circuit laws. And then we discussed about the charges. What is the charge? Rest condition, motion condition. Charge at rest condition there is no time variations. In motion condition only there is a time variation will be there. So we can call it waves, electromagnetic waves. Also we can call it electrodynamics. And the latter is studied what is the applications and the field quantities. Basic field quantity of electrostatic field, electric field intensity E. See here magnetic field intensity H. There electric flux density here D, here magnetic flux density here B. And what is the free space value? 3 × 10⁸ meter per seconds. What is the permeability and permittivity? And where you are going to use for this magnetostatic fields. The overall application of about the electromagnetic waves, we can say wireless communications, mobile transmission, mobile communications, radar, satellites. So wireless power transmissions. So wherever the communication in the free space medium, the wire medium, we can use for electromagnetic waves. And we can carry the electromagnetic waves through the medium also, conducting mediums. We can call this coaxial cable, and high frequency we can call this a wavegates. So the electromagnetic waves we can carry the low frequency transmission line, we can call this a coaxial cable. High frequency transmission line we can call this a wavegates. That we'll discuss later. In your degree you are going to study the wavegates also, the coaxial cable. The 5th year you are going to study the transmission line of the low frequency transmission line, coaxial cables. Thank you so much.